Hey guys, Cindy over paper.old.new. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me. I have got the calendar book back out, and we are going to start adding some things in. I pulled out some of my already made ephemera, and we're going to go in little by little, and we're going to add these things in, and depending on how long that takes, maybe we'll look at some of the other pages as far as decorating and stuff like that goes. But I want to do this first because this is some of the stuff, like I said, it's already made, and we're just going to stick it in the book. Make any adjustments as needed, so on and so forth, inking and all of that. So I'm going to get my ink tray down here with my little inks in it. So we're going to go ahead and start. I want to say, okay, so the first thing we're going to put in is this lovely lady, and I'm thinking this might be the inside cover. So we might stick it on just like this. Okay, now, as I said before, we're going to have to make some adjustments. And if you can see, this is too tall for this book. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to mark it. I want it to be on the blue only. So it's not going to go onto the green framing around the thing. So I'm going to mark it right in line with the blue. And then we're going to cut that off. Okay. So I'm going to put this, I'm going to line up my mark. Make sure this is nice and straight. Oh, I should probably do this way. All right, again, make sure it's nice and straight. Line it up with my mark. Put our ruler on here and cut it. Now, of course, we have to do our, I can't remember, let me see. No, it must be this one. Is it that one? It's that one. Okay. Perfect. Okay, awesome. Now, let's see if we want to ink it at all. Maybe blue. This is that cracked sapphire that we used the other day when I was doing scraps. I know. There's a ton of the ink still in the sponge. The only reason I'm saying that. So we're just gonna okay. And then we're gonna glue this one down. Put the lid on this, dries out. Get my glue. And we're off to the races. Okay, so how's everybody's days been going? I'm still trying to run around decluttering and, you know, figure out what to do with stuff. I keep trying to locate empty cardboard boxes in my house so I can put stuff in the boxes for donation. Oh, I cut it too short. All right, well, we're just going to line it up so that it's the same top and bottom. And then hopefully it won't be too noticeable. Okay. And down the back. Just going to run my fingernail along it. Seems to be working okay. And this was a belly band I made in I think in some challenge I was doing it. So I'm pretty sure it was Enchanted Dreaming 71 when she ran through her first run through of the stash. Shop my stash. Yeah. It was the first time she tried running through that, I'm pretty sure. And all right, there we go. Now, the next thing I want to put in is this. And I'm pretty sure I have decided that it's going to go on this side. Oh, yeah, I was going to stick it right here. We're just going to clip it on this page. But it's got a lot of glue sticking out over here, and I'm debating whether or not I should put something over that. I'm going to have to think on that. I don't know. I do kind of like this one here, though. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to glue this down now that I know. So this was supposed to be one of those things where I didn't glue the paper clip in so that I could make it clip on this side or on this side, right? So I'm going to now glue it down because I know I want it to clip on this page. And we're going to go ahead and glue this shut. I should do this with hot glue, but I don't have my hot glue gun plugged in, so we're just going to wing it and hope for the best. As far as I know, this should work. Okay. So we're just going to glue this shut like this. It glues the paper clip in. And later on down the road, when we're putting in, like, I'm sure I'm going to want to put in, like, fibers and things. I kind of want to, I might clip this on here. I don't know. I kind of want to clip it so it stays with it, just so that I can, well, here, let's put this on the page. So it's going to go on here like this. Right? Just like that. And I'm going to tuck this in here to use on here later as soon as I figure out how I want to do that. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Okay. This is going to take some finagling. Okay, so where was I going to hang this? This was going to be a hang over the top thing. So, oh, I think on this side. Yes? Yes. Okay. So what we're going to do, this is going to be another pad. I shouldn't put two pads so close together. So what we're going to do, this has a dotted line on it. And I suppose I could just decorate that out. And it's not really going to be a pad. It's just going to be journaling space. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a piece of coffee dyed paper. Okay. I'm thinking. Can you smell the smoke through the TV? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to glue this down. I'm going to glue on either side. Well, mostly because I'm going to have to do this in two pieces. But I'm going to glue on... Uh-oh. I don't have my glue mat under me, guys. Throwing caution to the wind. Actually, just not paying attention. No caution thrown. I just wasn't paying attention. Okay, so we're going to put this on here. I need to turn my fan off. Because it cools everything down faster. I don't know where my fan thing went. I have a little... Oh, I see it. Okay. So let's fold this back and try not to cut the fold. I cut against the fold because I want it to be separated right there, but I don't want to cut the fold. Now, since you're doing this in two pieces, you could do the other piece a different color paper. You could do it what do you call it? You can make it so that like when you flip this up, this part's just decorative. Okay. And then this. Have to be careful not to get too far back. All right. I think we'll just put this on again. So we'll get this covered in glue and we'll stick it on the other side and then we'll decorate the outside. And that way it'll be decorative when it hangs over the side of or hangs inside the pages. And I'll have to decide which way I want to hang it because if I put, depending on what I put on it, the thicker embellishments, I'm trying to be conscious of where I put them in the book so that they, like if there's a button or something, I want it to be toward the outside where the book can sit more open so that it's not like forcing the spine. So, yeah. Okay, so that puts that down, hopefully. I'm always worried about hinged pieces like this needing to be reinforced at the hinge so that they don't come apart, you know, from all the opening and closing and lifting and putting over the page and all that. I'm always wanting to reinforce. But then again, a lot of times the reinforcement ends up being something like tape, and I'm not necessarily one who likes to just throw a straight edge on the top of my pad. So, I don't know. I'll have to see. But the idea is that, there we go. So now we have a pad. Now doing it that way, put these right, I might have to put tape over it anyway. Just because I didn't leave a gap. So they're curling a little bit there. Okay, now, I found this, which I thought would be really cute on here. I will say that it needs ink, and I'm thinking my mahogany one, which I'm pretty sure I keep. Ooh, we could also do some worn lipstick, maybe. Pretty sure that's mahogany. I don't know if I can get to the inside. I'm gonna try. Like this, these edges here. Oh, it's putting pink all over the... I suppose that doesn't hurt it. Not exactly what I was going for, but... maybe we'll just go with it. Add a little pink. Okay. And then we'll do the edges of the gray in this. So out here. All right, and then I kind of wanted to put like some ribbon or something down the one side. Okay, I found a couple of options. This one was a shot in the dark only because I thought it might go good with the colors and look kind of offbeat, sort of, on there. What are we thinking? I don't dislike it. I'm always saying that like that is some sort of resounding endorsement, but I mean, I don't dislike it. Let's see. Need shorter pins. All right, what about the dots? See, this has dots, so I don't know if I want to do dots again. What about this? What if I did this down the side? Like that. What do you think of that? Is it too white? You know what I just realized? This isn't really going to tie into the... That's okay. It doesn't have to tie in exactly. This is a very eclectic calendar journal. Or it's turning out to be an eclectic calendar journal. I actually like this with the flowers better. Okay, so I like this with the flowers and I like this with the flowers, but I'm not sure I like this with this. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. And we're just going to live with it. Because I think it's going to be cute. I am going to have to... Okay, smushy tool. Right? And then we put it right like this. All the way up. Hopefully it's straight. Oh, it's not. You start pulling fabric. If it doesn't go down straight the first time and you start pulling on it, you end up getting weird curves. Okay, and then I'm going to flip it over and we're going to do it down the other side. I don't want it to just end at the top. And I was going to go down the other side with it anyway, and I'd prefer to do it like this than... have two pieces meeting at the top. Of course, it's upside down on this side, but... Shh, we won't tell anybody. If you don't tell, I won't tell. Deal? Look at these scissors, they cut fabric better. I know. I have a bin of fabric cutting scissors. I know. I'm still, I mean, I'm somewhat organized. We're still also somewhat in disarray, so. Okay. So, like that. Maybe I should put it on that side. I like the way it butts up against the ribbon on this side. Like, so we're going to do it on this side. Now, normally, again, I would do this kind of stuff with hot glue, but... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on here, and if it doesn't hold, like if the Fabri-Tac doesn't hold it, which I've never had that happen before, but if something was to happen and it came off, I would just... I'll put it down and I'll re-put it down with the hot glue. Oh. It's really not flat on the back. So that's really not wanting to stick. Now, what I was talking about before, when I hang this over the edge of the book, the button, I don't want it to be in toward the inside, toward the spine. I want it to be toward the outside. So this is going to have to hang this way on this page. So it'll hang like that, so that the button is toward the outside, and that is going to have to set, because I'm going to set this up here, because that's not, that's wobbling, so that glue needs time to take hold. So while that's happening, we'll come back to that one. Moving right along. Ow, just stabbed myself in the finger. Okay, so moving right along, we have, next thing we have is this guy. I don't have anything to go here yet, but I will. I just haven't decided. So this guy is going to go here, and I'm going to put it down as a tuck, and then you'll open it up like this, and you can write on it, and there'll be something tucked here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to glue it, not with a pin in your glue, you're not. I'm going to make a mess. Okay, so we're going to glue it along this edge. This is a piece of wallpaper border. And we're going to glue it along this edge. Oh, I'm paranoid when it comes to this kind of stuff, so you'll always see me putting on probably more glue than I need to. So yeah, this is a piece of wallpaper border. I cut it out, folded it, lined it. It's got coffee dyed paper in here. Okay, so we're going to push all of our edges down real good. And then we can tuck something in there. All right, and then I think on the other side of this, I was planning to just glue this down as just for fun, because I thought the bike went with the paper and stuff. So here we go. We're going to put glue on all the stuff. This is just to decorate this page. So this won't be a tuck or anything like that. Sometimes it's just fun to have decoration. This is like a collage of frames. You know those like die cut frame things that you can get from These are all from like a scrapbook paper kit, or separate scrapbook paper kits. And I just brought them all together and made, and then there's of course stickers and stuff on here. But I just kind of got them all together and made like a frame collage out of them. I want to say it was one of my first crafting videos ever. So I was doing hauls, like all my videos were hauls. And I decided to do a crafting video of my very own that I didn't like watch somebody first, and this was it. I took a bunch of these frames from scrapbooking and I jumbled them together like this, and there you go. I think that's fun. You can see the scrapbook paper, but I mean, you can see the decorative paper behind it, and it kind of goes with the page. I don't think this is just a decorative page because there's nothing there. I think my original plan had been to hang something over this page, but I think I'm going to do that later in the book. Okay, so that was the next one. Now, here we have, I don't think I have something for here, but we have this, and I'm going to have to decorate. I'm going to decorate this envelope. I didn't even think about that. I didn't get stuff to decorate this envelope with, and I should have. So we'll do a pocket on the back. I'll probably cover this with a piece of paper or something, and we can decorate it up, and we'll make it a pocket. And then we've got a flippy pad here, and then we'll decorate this side of this envelope. I'm just not sure what with. Maybe some napkin. Oh, all right. So we got that. The next thing I'm doing is way further on. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna have to decorate that. I got to think about it. We have these. Is this it? This might be it. Is this it? I think it was this one. Okay, so basically what we're doing here, I need to, I'll show you what I was talking about with that other envelope, because I'm about to do it with this one. Okay, so we're going to figure out how big we want this to be. Maybe I'll just mark it, assuming I didn't get rid of that pen. Nope, there it is. I'm going to cut it right about there. Okay, so yeah, I'm just at the stage of kind of going through and seeing what I want to put where, and you know, I don't really have a plan yet. This is kind of, like I said, an eclectic, and I think that has a lot to do with the fact that I'm trying to use up stash. Because if I'm honest, I'm more of a make ephemera as I go kind of gal. I love making it. That's not my problem. My problem is once I've made it, what to use it for. And my thing is what I need to start doing is just making ephemera for whatever project I happen to be working on at the time. That dropped my pen. At the time, that I happen to be doing it. So like if I decide to do some make ahead ephemera, I don't want to cut that. I don't want the envelope corners to show. Those little tabs at the top, I don't want them to show. So we're going to cut them short. Okay. And I feel like I need to cut a... Get my punch. We'll cut a notch right in here. Oh, man. Guys, I'm going to lose it. I am so going to lose it. Okay, so basically what we'll do is I'll tear this is going to be hard because it's if it was this side I could do it, but it's not. I'm trying to think. Nope. I'm trying to match this up, guys. You see me trying to match a torn edge? Nope, I don't like it. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to fix it. I thought this paper was thick enough. Those punches, basically, if the paper's not thick enough, I basically have to put something under them. Does that make sense? So, like, I have to have a scrap. To punch right under there. Okay. So that'll have to work. It's not too bad, I guess. Oh, I should cover that with something. Ooh, this one's going to take us a while. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do with this, though, I'm going to put this in here because it's small enough. Oh, I think I have another. Okay. And basically what was going to happen with this one, and I'll show it to you so that you can see. And then next time I have the book, I will try and get this one done because we're moving. So it's going to go on there like that. And then you'll flip it open and this will be your pocket. And this was a pocket. And what I'll do is I'll probably seal that. I don't know if I'll keep it as a pocket or not. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. And then this is one of those envelopes. This flips down, and then this is an up tuck. So you would tuck something up in there. I was looking for something quick. Oh. So you tuck something up in here, like that, and then you close this over it. Voila. Okay. So that will be where that goes. And I'm just going to tuck that in there for now. I think I wanted to put her here. I think. Yes? No? Let me make sure. I didn't want to put her there, did I? Oh, maybe I did. Yeah. I think I wanted to put her here. Okay, so this is a pocket up here, right? And a pocket here, and then I'm going to glue it down as a tuck. Now the question is whether or not I want to notch this at all to make it known that there's a pocket there. And if I do that, I'm going to have to at the very least, I'm going to need the ink in here. Where's my little notchy guy? Not this. I don't know if I want to do that though. Okay, so this is going down as a tuck. I think that'll be okay on there, even though that's like a straight edge. This is a center, kind of. I mean, nothing else is going to happen in here. But I like these flowers, and I might decorate this page up some more with these in the background. The question is whatever I decorate with, do I want to include in here, like carryover? Ooh, if I did that, it would probably be with lace. Like putting some lace under there. For example, what if we put... I'm trying to make it look interesting without being... And then maybe I could put something on there. I actually kind of like that. What do we think? We think? We think. Okay. So, of course, that's going to get in the way of anything I want to tuck under there, because this wasn't going to go down flat. It was going to go down as a tuck. Should I just put it down flat? Decorate around it? Maybe I will, and then I could put like a nice wide... No. I like this. I like the way this lace looks. I don't know where else this page will go, but I like the way that lace looks. Okay. So basically what we have to do is we have to glue the lace down. So let me... get part of that done, at least. Okay. It's going to go like that. And then over here. It's going to go like this. I really do like the way that turned out. I might even bunch it a little bit right here along this edge. Oh, I went too high with the glue. Especially if I want it bunched. Now the part that has to be underneath there, this edge, maybe I could tape it down. You guys know me and tape. I'm constantly putting it on everything. So I'm wondering if I could just... I want to make tape about the same size or smaller than this piece. So I'm going to cut some off the end of here to make it straight. Oh, this is turning into a project, isn't it? Everything I do is complicated. Just remember that when you come to watch one of my videos. Everything I do is complicated. Okay, we want it... right here. I'll put it above this line of dots as best I can. And I want it to be straight. Okay, now. I probably should put some glue on that, but... Okay, now we're going to do it to the rest of the lace. So basically, you guys all understand why I'm doing this, right? So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on here like this so that the lace is underneath, it gets held down by the tape, and whatever I stick in this tuck doesn't catch on the lace. That's my goal. And I'm praying that I didn't go over too far with the tape this way. I don't think I did, but you never know. I also need to get that glue off of there before it dries. Although something will probably go over that. I'll probably put a border on this. Okay, so far so good. Yes, and see, that covers. And then you won't even know the tape is there. You have to excuse my voice. It's later than well, I shouldn't say later than I normally film, but all right, now I need to get this off of here, so. Okay, I have more of that. Yeah, I really like the way that turned out. Okay, so we'll turn this and we're going to go up this and across there. And we have a tuck and this page that we will finish messing with at some point. Well, might be able to even do something like that. I don't know, guys, but it's a lot of fun. So, okay. Now, this is where I wanted to put this. This is going to be pretty straightforward. We just have to glue it down. So it's going to be this is a peekaboo pocket, a layered peekaboo pocket. If I remember, I'll try to find the video where I did these, and I'll link it and you can see it. And someone's knocking at my door. You probably heard that. So just give me 1 second. Wipe this off. And wipe this off. And wipe this off. Like that. All right. And there we have a peekaboo pocket on that page. So that one was nice and quick. Okay. I actually think the other side of this was what I wanted to decorate with the next thing, but I want to check. Yes. I'm pretty sure that's where I wanted to put this. And the way I think I'm going to do this is supposed to be flippo. So you've got a pad here, and this is what glues down, and then you have this. What I'm thinking about doing is gluing this down just here and here and making it a belly band. So it'll be a little bitty. So it's going to go right about there. I'm going to center it on the page. You guys know me and how much I like that. So, and this is going to be, because the pocket is way too, if I glue this down as a pocket and it's way up here to hold this down, I mean, yes, you can still use it. You just have to put something small in there. But I thought it might be more fun if I made it a belly band, and then you could, you know, put something long in there and maybe even clip it. So we're going to put, or make some sort of a tag that hangs over the top. So I'm going to go like that, and then we're going to center this. Right about there, I think. That should work. Okay. And then what's really cool about this is I can still decorate out here. So that passes all the way through. And I can still decorate out here a little bit on here. And then this opens up. I've got a little pocket here. And then we open this up and I've got a little flippy pad. So that's fun. All right, then we get into Halloween. I don't think I had anything to go there yet. Now it should fit. Yay, it fits. Okay. So again, we're going to do it as a tuck, and it's got a secret pocket there at the top. And the only reason I say secret is because you can't really see it. Okay, and then we'll stick this in here. And then I think I'll let you guys go. And I'll try and organize the next run through of decor for this. And hopefully, whatever that one that got complicated, that envelope, hopefully I'll be able to fix those envelopes up. And you can see them next time, but I don't want to do too much showing of stuff I do, because then there's no reason for a flip through, right? Okay, so that's our journal. As you can see, it's starting a little bit to open up here. Hopefully it won't open up too much more. And like I said, we made this out of 2 pieces of a coloring book stuck back to back. So it's a nice thick board, but I could punch a hole and do some sort of a closure too. So I'm really loving these. Guys, I can't tell you how much I love this binding. I cannot express it in words enough how much I love the way these go together, and I did not have to sew this spine. I am ecstatic. But anyway, this is the calendar journal. I hope you guys will continue to stay with me while we get this one done. And I have a lot more calendars, guys. We're going to make tons of these. Tons of them. So join me for the ride, and I will see you guys with the next one. Bye-bye.